Fact, I am not Mormon. I am not a polygamist. But I do want to say, I personally have no problem with people who are polygamist. I have no problem with it. Now granted, I don't live in the state of Utah, but I'm just saying that here in America, if people want to marry more than one person, let them. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't matter whether I agree with it, because emotionally intelligent people are okay with other people having different beliefs. I'm okay with that because number one, I'm emotionally intelligent. Therefore, I accept the fact that most people on this planet have viewpoints and cultures, religions, whatever it is, lack of religion, whatever it is, that go against what I personally believe. And I'm okay with that. And I love them all the same. I do. I respect them all the same. I love people as they are. Let's be friends. Let's go on a camping trip. Whether someone believes in plural marriage, I'm not worried about it. And I think that's what happens. People fear other people who have opposing beliefs. Not me. It's funny because as a libertarian here in America, most people are on one extreme, Republican or Democrat. And I'm already the outsider because I don't identify as either. And it's funny to see them hurling tomatoes at each other. I'm like, well, can we just have fun over here? Anybody join me? Let's just not worry about being so one-sided that we can't even be effective anymore. So I think even my political views helps me to view people that way. That it's okay that they don't agree with my own lifestyle. And people have done this with homosexuality. They have. They made this political thing. Well, what's the definition of marriage and all this stuff? But ultimately, I think we can look at polygamy in a similar way. Do we really care that much about how the government defines marriage? Do we really care so much about people's own living conditions? And I think that there's a double standard there with Christianity. Certain Christians are so worried about gay people getting married, but what they're actually opposed to is the act of homosexuality, which marriage has nothing to do with that. It's going to happen for people who are going to do it. It's going to happen either way. Whether or not they're married doesn't stop it. And I think that's interesting that bothers people, that they're personally don't agree with it, therefore they don't want it to be legal. And I'm not that way. Whether it's gay marriage, whether it's plural marriage, why does that have any effect on me? People constantly are living lifestyles that I personally would not live. But I'm confident and secure in my own identity to think, you know what? That guy in Utah, he wants to have 3 wives. He's considering a 4. Everybody's cool with it. Okay, well, yeah, but Nick, children are more likely to be abused in plural marriages. Well, that doesn't mean it's that way for everyone. And we could find other demographics where we could say the same thing, where children are more likely to be abused in this situation or this situation. And I think what we're doing is we're taking one thing, because ultimately we fear it. We fear polygamy, even though it's not even that many people in the world. So for me, it's tragic that people who have that belief have to kind of hide their lifestyle because the law is against it. And I think that's one of the things I love exploring on this channel, is I've said many times, what is morality aside from religion and the law? There's no way to define it. It's impossible. I've asked you many times, please tell me what a good person is versus a bad person outside the context of religion or the law, and people cannot do it. We need the law and or religion to establish a moral code. And we will look at Utah, especially the state of Utah, which is against plural marriage. They don't want that as part of their identity. Yet so many polygamists live in Utah who are not not the mainstream Mormons, because mainstream Mormonism is against plural marriage. It's the fundamentalist Mormons who are the ones in favor of the plural marriage. But so they're involving the state, they're involving the law and the religion for this thing. Now granted, it's a subset of religion to begin with to be a fundamentalist Mormon who is in favor of polygamy. But let's just process this. I'm not Mormon. I'm not polygamist. But I don't have a problem with it. And I also don't have a problem with any other belief, as long as you're not actually hurting someone. And as long as people are agreeing with it, that's what you want to do. I don't have to agree with it. It's okay. again, I think it, if anything, reflects my political views as a libertarian. If it's not hurting other people, then why do we care about an official stamp from the government? Okay, approved marriage, you're okay to proceed. People are going to do what they're going to do anyway. That's how fundamentalism of Mormon polygamy works, is they're legally married to the first spouse, and then they're not legally married to all the other ones that follow. That's how it works. So they're already not legally married to begin with. I think this is an interesting topic, and we see it in TV shows here in America. TLC, isn't that the network that has the one with Cody Brown? And then there's some more documentaries on Netflix that I've recently watched. I think it's fascinating. It's okay that people don't have the same lifestyle as me. I still accept them as they are. And I'm not interested in making laws against that, because making a law against someone's lifestyle that's not actually hurting other people, that's just silly. What are your thoughts right here?